I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you do. You say it's true. Connect like me. And life is you.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to SoCal Exploring. So today, creative director John Murdy announced on his Twitter these scare zones that we will be having for this year's Halloween Horror Nights 2019 in Hollywood. These are 5 all-new scare zones that have great story to them. And there's a lot that we can get from the small details that Universal has shared with us. So today, we are going to be breaking down the various details of these scare zones coming to Halloween Horror Nights 2019 Hollywood and share where exactly they will be located at. Let's hop right into the video. But before I start the video, make sure to check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. And if you want to see more videos related to HHN, Hollywood, or Orlando, then make sure to click that subscribe button and turn those bell notifications on as well. Also, check out our website, SoCalExploring.com, to be in the loop for the more detailed version of theme park news and haunt attraction updates. Alright, so I'm gonna go down the list here. Up in the upper lot for the opening ceremony, we have both fallen angels and spirit and demons of the east. So this is going to play out how it did last year. You know how we had Trick or Treat and Hell's Harvest in the opening ceremony. Now, spirits and demons will be located in the New York Street area where Trick or Treat was, and then fallen angels will be located where Hell's Harvest was in the Main Street area and as soon as you get into the gates. Now, what exactly are these two scare zones? Well, spirits and demons of the east will tell the story of sacred antiques that have been shipped over from the east. Though most of these precious items were stolen from ancient temples, these antiques carry very angry spirits that seek vengeance on New York Street for anyone who dares to steal these sacred items. These spirits also are able to look like anything, which makes them so powerful. Now, just from looking at the concept art of what one of the characters is going to look like, looks absolutely terrifying. And I love the detail in the mask and the outfit. It looks phenomenal. I think this is going to be my favorite scare zone this year, and I haven't even broken down the rest, but automatically off the bat I think this is going to be my favorite scare zone and it is my most anticipated, so I'm hoping that it does not let me down. But I just love the mask and I love the claws that this thing has, or well, it has hands, but they kind of look like claws with those sharp nails, and it looks really cool. And I can't wait for opening ceremony, seeing these crazy demon things running at me as the flames burst out on the fire tower. But this isn't the only monster that we're going to be seeing. There's going to be different ones. In the Universal little article that they did, it said that these demons can even transform to look like innocent schoolboys. Now also on the top, we have fallen angels, which fallen angels you will encounter monsters such as the restless ghouls as you explore their packed crypts. Angry skeletons have also taken over Main Street as they seek to wreak havoc on anyone who dares to disturb them. You'll encounter a wraith who is watching over you and come face to face with the dreaded angel of death. These creepy ghouls are waiting to haunt you as soon as you step foot through the gates and into fallen angels. Now, the angel of death, that sounds terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. And the concept art of these statue-like creatures looks great. I feel like they're going to have a lot of props where they can kind of blend in and then jump out and scare guests. I like it though, because at the beginning you ease into this like a lot slower scare zone is the way I see it. I don't see him going crazy or anything. I think the Sauls are going to be the demons over in the New York Street area. I don't know who will have Sauls in this one, but I feel like this is a lot more slow of a scare zone. Nonetheless, I think that they're going to reuse a lot of the props they did last year. It just seems like they'd fit this scare zone a lot more than they did last year. But I'm excited for the scare zone. I think that it's great. I think I'm going to put this one on my... Actually, you know what? I'll wait till the end of the video and break down my most anticipated scare zones. And then what has already been announced before this announcement was Christmas in Hell, which is the scare zone right as soon as you exit Holidays in Hell. So just when you think you escape the Holidays in Hell, think again, because you'll be dumped right into French Street where there is a scare zone called Christmas in Hell. you'll be thrown right into Christmas in Hell, where you will encounter classic monsters from the fan favorite Dark Christmas scare zone, such as Jack Frost himself. Although it won't be long as you wind through Christmas trees before encountering the Winter Witch and a huge nutcracker looking to turn the Christmas spirit into a nightmare. As you approach the end of the scare zone, you'll encounter the cranky New Year's baby right before exiting French Street. Now, I talked about my thoughts on Christmas in Hell over in my Holidays in Hell video, so if you want to go check that out, then go check that out. It's on my channel. But nonetheless, from the concept art of the Demon Santa that we see right here, wow. Just wow. I'm going to be terrified and possibly even have my Christmas spirit ruined. But I'm super excited for the scare zone and return of one of my favorite monsters ever, Jack Frost. I already did do a Q&A on Twitter, and he talked about the lower lot a little bit, that we should speculate on it because there's going to be a couple elements down there, scare elements. Last year during closing night, they were testing this chainsaw brigade. There's 3 guys with chainsaws down there, so maybe we're gonna have something related to saws down there. Who knows? All I know is that we don't have a scare zone down in the lower lot, but Murdy did confirm that we will be getting some type of element down there. So that's something that we can look forward to and speculate on. But moving over to the tunnel, everybody's favorite scare zone, Toxic Tunnel with 3 X's this year. Now, I'm actually very excited for this scare zone, as weird as it is for me to say, because I haven't liked this scare zone in the past. But there's more of a story behind it, and that's why I'm excited about it. And the costumes and mask are a lot different compared to what they have been. So if you're looking to get to the backlot mazes, you'll first have to make it out of Toxic Tunnel, returning for its 3rd consecutive year. But this year it will feature some new horrific monsters. This year you'll encounter more cartoonish like creatures who are a part of a demonic custom car club. These monsters are ruthless and will stop at nothing to keep you from making it through on foot. Here's why I'm very excited for this scare zone, because like I said in the past, there really hasn't been that much of a story behind the Toxic Tunnel, other than there's mutant monsters in there and then just flashing, dubstep, all that stuff. Now we have more of a story behind it, which I really enjoy, and the costumes are actually themed to look like they're a part of a custom car club. And then you have what looks to be a cartoonish Frankenstein mask. I think it's going to be a great scare zone, and I think it's going to be up there with one of the best. So I'm very excited that they're changing the whole concept for Toxic Tunnel, and they're not sticking with the whole mutant theme, because that was getting a little overdone. As you saw, they reused some of the props from Exterminators, or some of the masks from Exterminators last year. So I'm really happy that they're changing it up this year with 3 X's though. Lastly, down in the Metro Set area, we have All Hallows Evil, which celebrates the Celtic festival of Hop Tuna, which ironically takes place on October 31st, as well as Halloween does. Followed by this festival is All Souls Day, All Saints Day, and Dia de los Muertos. All these share the season with the centuries of old Gaelic festival of Samhain, I'm sorry if I'm butchering this, which celebrates the transition into darker months and the end of harvest season. The souls of the dead will return home on this night, so let's just hope that they don't seek to wreak havoc on anyone who dares to step foot into this horrifying scare zone. Now, the concept art for this looks terrifying. Like, this looks like something straight out of my nightmare. I don't really know much of the backstory behind these festivals or anything. All I'm thinking though is that this maze, or this scare zone, is going to scare the living hell out of many people. Like I said, this creature that we see here looks like something out of a freaking nightmare. So I'm excited, and this is a stilt walker. I'm wondering what they look like as far as the shorter characters go. They're going to be absolutely terrifying, and I feel like this scare zone is going to be more dark than anything, which I think it fits well in the Metro Set area to kind of transition into the dark area. I think that it's going to be a great scare zone, and hopefully if they pull it off right, it will scare the living hell out of everybody. Hopefully they don't just go the black wall way where they have like no props at all and they just have scare actors in there. Last year they did a really good job with Holidays in Hell, where they had lots of props in there, as well as a mix of the characters and music and such. So hopefully they do something like that this year. I just don't want to walk into a pitch black scare zone with just characters running around. I want this to be pulled off greatly, and I'm sure Murdy will do it. But I think that this is going to be a very dark scare zone, and it's going to be very creepy and very scary for people to even want to travel into the scare zone. So we'll see how it pans out. And that's all the scare zones that we're getting this year, which I'm super excited about. So let me tell you what my most anticipated ones are. So first, we have Spirits and Demons of the East at number 1. And then we have Toxic Tunnel at number 2. All Hallows Evil sitting at number 3. Christmas in Hell sitting at number 4, and then Toxic Tunnel sitting at number 5. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know down below in the comment section, and let me know what your anticipation list is for these scare zones. If you want to keep up to date with more Halloween Horror Nights videos and such, make sure to click the subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications to be notified every time a new video is uploaded. And make sure to check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter, as well as check out our website SoCalExploring.com for more detailed information of this theme park news and haunt attraction news. And that wraps it up for this video. Positivity is key. I have been Scott, and you have been watching SoCal Exploring, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace.
Everyone cashed out. They got the last soul. Sucking our heads in. Everyone cashed out.